Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, at least Kandi Burruss, who is now clapping back at Nene and the critics of Kandi and the Gang's ratings. Plus, she's offering an update on her husband, Todd, and Mama Joyce's relationship, which we all know started off pretty rocky. Now, we have all the details and more, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Kandi Burruss, and we know this thanks to Reality Blurb, but we already knew this part, is no stranger to family conflict. Her mother Joyce and her husband Todd Tucker are frequent subjects of the drama on the Real Housewives of Atlanta because, well, it seems like they like butting heads. Or at least Mama Joyce does, for sure. Recently, the mother and son-in-law have been clashing at the family restaurant, which is highlighted on Kandi and the Gang, their new spinoff show, which I've been loving every minute of. Tisa Tells and I, we were recapping it for a second, but Tisa's been traveling all over the place. We've been traveling for the tour, so we stopped our live recaps for now, but that does not mean I'm not watching it. I feel like it's Kandi's kind of rendition, different version of Vanderpump Rules, but it's spicy. Like, it gives us new talent, new people who aren't living in $2 million homes. And we actually believe that they're working at the restaurants because we're starting from the beginning. Now let's get 9 seasons into Kandi and the Gang. And I'm sure it'll be a little bit of a different story, but for right now, I'm all about it. Let's get back to it. Okay, Mama Joyce disapproves of Todd's management style and recently challenged him to work in the kitchen to get a better perspective. In an interview with Insider, Kandi gave an update on Todd's relationship with Mama Joyce, saying it's gotten much better in the last couple of weeks. On the trailer for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, however, Mama Joyce told Kandi that Todd can't afford to pay off a condo, and Todd then expressed that Mama Joyce is so disrespectful. They had gotten back to being a little weird with each other, Kandi told the outlet, but recently they made up again for the 100th time. So hopefully we'll keep them on the right track. This sounds exhausting to have to mediate Mama Joyce and Todd. They're just such big personalities. And Mama Joyce, this is the thing. She's Mama Joyce, but she's also a mama bear, where she's like, my daughter is the breadwinner. She's worked her ASS off. She, is a go-getter. She's very business oriented. She is ready to go at all times. And for Todd, he was one of the producers for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Mama Joyce feels like for Todd, this is nothing but a come up. Now they have kids. They've lived in the house together. They have different businesses. So I think we can kind of ease up on Todd a little bit, but Mama Joyce will always be that protective mama bear. Let's be real. Right? Kandi also went on to say, we are never disrespectful to each other. And even when we get angry, it's only so far that the conversation is going to go. So I think we know how to give each other that moment to cool down and then come back to it and try to compromise. Sadly, respect is lacking in a different relationship with Kandi and her former co-star, Nene Leakes. According to rumor, Nene has thrown shade at Kandi and the Gang, well, the ratings at least. While speaking with Pop Culture, Kandi clapped back with her own response. Oh my God, what is the ratings on Nene's show? Is she wrong? I don't want this to become a big shade throwing contest between she and I, because just like she can throw shade at me, I can throw shade at her. But my whole thing is like, I do not understand why she does that. Kandi's pretty much saying, I'm happy. I'm in a good place. I'm on Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have my own show. What is the point to throw any sort of shade at what I have going on? I'm not bothering you. Leave me alone. But Nene said the same thing. So I agree with Kandi on this one. Nene has also went on social media and she's asking everybody to please leave her alone. She's like, I feel like I'm being harassed. My businesses are being harassed. I'm being followed. My family's being harassed. I want everyone to just take a step back and leave me be. Well, if that's the case, you also have to leave Kandi alone too, because if you start sparking up some comments about her new show, she's going to clap back. This is what you ladies do on Real Housewives. I feel like at this point, it's normal. It's like routine. Let's get back. When Nene and Kandi were fellow castmates, their friendship seemed to be on thin ice, with cracks forming all around. Now the ice has finally shattered. Clever. Kandi expressed, Back when Nene did have a show, me and her wouldn't even be on the same page. Okay. But I still am posting, telling people to watch her show. That's just how I am. I feel like if we have any type of interaction, I'm a show person, and I like to show support to people. No throwing salt on whoever the person is. I'm just here to support. And I don't understand why her fans always are treating me like I'm stopping her from doing something. What did I do to you? Kandi asked. And what is my show stopping you from doing? Nothing. I saw some of her fans in the comments saying stuff like, that could have been Nene's show. If her theory is correct, right. How come Portia has a show? Portia has a wonderful show. She has her own show. She's had 2, actually. What about Kim Zolciak? Why does it always have to be me? Well, I think it's just, in my opinion, if Nene talks about Kandi, there's a sort of relevance that comes with it. Now, Nene's one of the last people, I think, out of all of the franchises, she's one of the last housewives who needs to talk about other housewives to maintain relevancy. Because and I always say this, give credit where credit is due. Nene Leakes, when you think about Real Housewives, she is one of the top 5 housewives that comes to mind immediately. When you think about Real Housewives of Atlanta, usually 9 times out of 10, people will say Nene Leakes first. So she doesn't really need to talk about people to maintain relevancy. So I agree with Kandi. I don't know why she's talking about them to begin with. Some of her co-stars and Kandi's opinions aren't willing to pitch to the network. We pitched our show. A lot of them don't pitch shows. A lot of them just sit there and say, I'm so grateful that Bravo. So, I'm so grateful for Bravo. And I think that because I'm so great on Bravo, that they should throw a show on my lap. That is not what I do. She also added, me and my husband, we come up with these ideas and we pitch them. Now, Kandi admitted sometimes the network is for it and sometimes they aren't. Everything we do does not get picked up. Surprising, because I know y'all think everything I do is working, but we do put ourselves out there to get a yes or a no. And that's what you have to do. People love to talk about how our first week ratings weren't as big as they needed to be. But the one thing that y'all didn't notice is our other show, Kandi's Wedding, was over 2.4 million views. Okay. And she's talking about the night of the premiere, 2.4 million live viewers. That's huge. She also explained My Escape, Just Kicking It series was averaging over 1.7 million viewers on the regular, and our ski trip, 1.4 million. She also continued by saying, my reality shows are the highest rated spinoffs of the other people who had them. Okay. Don't play me like, why is she got to do that? Because I work it for y'all. As many fans know, Nene is afraid, she's not afraid of a good Twitter war. We'll have to wait and see if Kandi's shady response triggered any sort of reaction. We'll see. Guys, I want to know your opinions about this. Kandi and Nene clapping back at each other. What is the point? And do you think that it's necessary for Nene to be shading Kandi and the gang ratings? And also, don't forget, this is the first season. We still have to get to know a lot of cast members. There's Brian, there's Brandon, there's Chandrika, there's, getting to know the old lady gang. There's June, there's Safari, there's Dominique. We have a lot of different people on this cast, so we have to get to know them. And once we do, I'm sure we'll get a lot more invested. But in the meantime, we'll just watch the ratings soar. I mean, I do feel like everything Kandi touches turns to gold, so I think it's a matter of time. So go ahead, comment below. Before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.